What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pauly C coming at you with another episode of Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. And today I'm having a crazy one. I actually went to my 12 o'clock job, and it was a lockbox situation, or supposed to be a lockbox situation. No lockbox, no hidden keys. So I called the realtor, and turns out she forgot to put a contractor's box on there. So if you do carpet cleaning, they have lock boxes, which are these digital lock boxes that the realtor can use. I don't know what they call them, super boxes or something. They use their cell phone and enter a code, and then the box opens. They can get in. And then if you have workers, painters, plumbers, electricians, carpet cleaners, floor guys, and we need access to the house, they'll put what they call a contractor's box. And it's the lockbox that has the little digital code, or not digital code. Some of them are, but most of them have the little combination locks. And so I was unable to get into the home. And luckily, my 2 o'clock job today, they're in the process of moving out, and that's, you could see the house right there. I'm waiting for them to show up. They're actually emptying a U-Haul at the moment, and not too far from here, so it shouldn't be but a few minutes and they'll show up here. But that was my 2 o'clock, and fortunately for me, they were able to meet me here. I believe they're going to let me in and then go back to unloading their U-Haul at the new home that they purchased. And I'll just lock this one up when I'm done. And this particular house is a situation that has all wood floors and only one carpeted room. I believe she said it was the living room. We'll find out when we get in there. But anyway, so they called around. Everybody has a minimum, and so I had to charge my minimum to come out. Usually I'll do 2 rooms and a hallway for the minimum. I'm not going to get into what my pricing is. Everybody kind of asks that, but you can kind of figure it out. You know, I charge for the most part between $50 to $75 a room. And so usually if it's just smaller rooms, we'll say, two rooms and a hallway counts as 3. So you figure it out. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use my Orbot Vibe, unless we get in there and it's really tiny and I'm on my own and it's not real bad. We might do it with the Orbic Orbiter. The Orbic Orbiter obviously will take more time, but it's lighter equipment to carry in and out of there, and we'll just do that and make for a good video. Otherwise, I'll use the Orbot Vibe. I'm going to pre-spray with my work sprayer, and I'll probably bring in, either, depending on what's full back there in the van, my 5-gallon or my 2.5-gallon container, and just spray it down and then pat it out. And I will bring my rug renovator in. That is that special brush. Excuse me. Take a drink of oh yeah. A little gas. Anyway, this way, instead of using the swirly, which is the rotary floor machine, and the tank, with just one room, it kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion, to use the tank. I'll just spray it down real quick and then decide either on the Orbot Vibe or the Orbic Orbiter. And later in the week, I think I'm going to be breaking out the ECO 14. That's the Mighty machine. Some of you may have seen it. It's like the big chrome one, 1.5 horsepower. Thing is an actual beast. I love using that. And I have a Rambler home that I've done a few times, and it's a great big place, but being a Rambler, it's all on one level. So I don't have to worry about bringing it upstairs. And I can bring it upstairs. It has those big 10-inch wheels, but we're going to bring it in, and I thought that's going to make for a good video. I don't know if they discontinued that model. I'll have to find out for you. I'll talk to Damon with Encap store and find out. I know a lot of people said they've had issues with the Mighty ECO models with bearings going out and some other stuff. Mine is, excuse me, tankless. You can roll back and look at some of my previous videos and see how that thing goes. But hopefully that all comes together and I can make a video for you of that one. So anyway, I just thought I would kind of make this prelude to the video since I'm sitting here in the driveway waiting for my client to arrive. Oh, check it out. Let me see if I can turn this. You see that curtain back there? Oh yeah, I put that up there. This is the NV200 Nissan van. I put this up here so that people can't see through the front and see my equipment and then rip me off. I've had a few times where I've been in some areas where it was apartment complexes, and I don't know, some of you may have watched my videos and you have seen where they ripped me off. They stole my vacuum cleaners, which is funny. They should have stole the bigger equipment because it's worth more, but I think it was just a snatch and grab, drug money or something. They end up taking them to the pawn shop and leaving them there, and then pawn detail, which is some, I guess, segment of the police force out here. I report it, and then they end up getting the serial numbers or the identification. And I have pictures, and since I do videos with YouTube, I can say, yeah, that pretty much is my vacuum. You know, it got stolen. And some of the apartment complexes do have cameras outside. So anyway, well, here's my client. So I'll get in there and I'll film it, and we'll see where we go from here. See you inside. Okay, so here we are. It is the living room. And you can see the soil. This is just a picture. I got my Hoover Hush Tone with the edging tool hooked up. Going to do a thorough vacuuming, crisscross both ways, get all the edges. And then I will go through and pre-spot all this stuff. They do have red stains all over the carpet. There's a heavy area there you can see in front of the sofas, and I'm not sure what that is, if that's a spill or what. So we're going to see what we can do. This is a textured Berber style carpet. It's an olefin, so it's an oil base. So I'm worried about the red stains a little bit. I'll pre-spray it down. I did speed up the individual segments about 3 times regular speed, I believe. And I am going to spray this down pretty liberally because it is the solution that will transfer the soil into the pad. It is awesome Encap. I used it at 3 ounces per gallon of water. And any extra solution that may seep down below the fibers will end up crystallizing and trapping any soil that was even deeper down. So the next time someone vacuums, it will just look cleaner and cleaner. No chance of residue, so don't worry about that. And I am going to use a dual process. I'm going to start with my rug renovator. Now watch this thing just absolutely agitate the soil out of the carpet. It's crazy. Or prepare it. This is the rug renovator brush. It has 2 sides. The blue side is the aggressive side. The darker blue, I should say, and the light blue is less aggressive. So you can choose depending on the fiber you're working on. But I'm really going to go to town, scrub this good. Scrubbing and agitation replaces the need for hot water when you're a steam cleaner, just so you know. If you run into a home that doesn't have hot water, or your machine breaks down, or your heater breaks down, I should say, you can always clean with cold water. You just have to do more agitation to loosen up the soil. And that is what I'm doing here. It is coming out beautiful already. really worked this in. And the red stains on the carpet, she had a oil scented plug-in, one of the big ones that had a red-based oil in there. I don't know why they don't just leave the oil clear. They have to add a coloring to it so that you know it's like cinnamon, the scent, or whatever, peppermint, which is crazy because I think they yanked the candle, or the what do you call it, a room scent, I guess, or a plug-in. Yeah, that's it. They yanked it, got stuck in the wall. I don't know if it overheated or what, so they yanked it. The top popped and the fluid went all over you'll see it's on the wall. It's all over the place. So I'm gonna do my best. I have some red vanish in the van. We'll see what the red vanish can do. Look at those clean stripes. Oh my goodness. Poly C, and this is just the pre-step, or I guess the second pre-step, second pre-scrub. First one was with the rug renovator, and now I'm pre-scrubbing it with a microfiber thin. These are microfiber pads with scrubbing strips, and the stitch pattern is in the pattern of a propeller. They are an awesome pad. I've been using these quite frequently. This is new. They're available at Encap store as well as everything I use in this video. You can just look down in the description. There's always a link there if you want to use the same products as me and equipment. See all those red splashes? When they yanked that out, I'm gonna see what I can do. You know, I don't want to hover too long in one area and create some damage. Sometimes an OP orbital machine will do it. I could have used my swirly on it, but I did go through and spot it with the red vanish, and I could probably get it 100% out if they wanted to pay for my time and have me heat transfer it out with an iron and a cotton cloth. I'm sure most of you know how to do that, but it's lightening up to the point where it's not real terrible. And according to the tenant, he says they came through and said they were probably going to yank out the carpet anyway and just continue the wood, because the whole house has been transferred to the tongue and groove, the cheap wood, actually, or not wood, but like probably a laminate wood look. You'll see it when I get to the edge. Now this is a Super Zorb cotton and poly pad, and they're actually recommended for the Orbot Vibe. If you go on Orbot's website, you'll see the Super Zorb pad is recommended. It's really, really similar to a Challenger OP pad. I was given one from Challenger to try out, and they're pretty similar. I do think the Super Zorb's a little thicker, and it's stitched really, really heavy around the outer area, so they don't tend to fray apart and tear on the edges. And you could see, holy smokes, we are sucking up the dirt. These carpets almost look brand new again. I was a little worried about it. That's why instead of 1 or 2 ounces per gallon with the awesome Encap, I chose to go 3 ounces per gallon, a little heavier than normal. And obviously I laid down the solution on those traffic lanes a lot heavier than the other areas. But man, if it wasn't for these doggone little red spots, this carpet would look brand new. You know, sometimes I just want to offer the service of heat transfer for free, but you can't do that. You know, I'm spending plenty of time here for just one room doing the thorough work. I also vacuumed very thoroughly edged, and I did vacuum the foyer area so that when I walk in and out, I'm not tracking any of the stuff they had there. as well as the floor mat they have outside the house at the door entry. I vacuumed that as well. That helps eliminate bringing stuff in and then having to pick it up or vacuum it. Oh yeah, look at me go. Oh, I love getting results. This job, I was thankful, like I said at the beginning in that little prelude, where I was sitting out in my van. I'm thankful that the client was able to meet me over here, let me do the work. There were she rented a room out to somebody, and that young lady was here while I was working, moving her stuff out of her room. There you have it. You're seeing a little bit of shadows from the window, but overall, looking fantastic. I'll show you here. Come through the foyer. I did set up her fan. Looking beautiful, but now let me show you these red stains. I put a little more red vanish on it to hope that maybe it'll oxidize those out a little more. But overall, looking good. Sent my client the collage. That's it for me. I appreciate all my subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be posting more really soon. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. I'll see you in the next one.